should've bang bang. I should've bang bang. I learned about it once more.
Bang, the shooting name is Wayne. The victim didn't complain. She just screamed, shoot again. I gave her extra rounds. My barrel twisted around. I missed to shoot them down. I'd be parts on the ground. My love is a weapon. Yes, I use a weapon. I let the rubber paddles powder out the rubber shell. I never shoot to tell. I only shoot to kill. And that best ain't gonna help you, even if it may steal. My love is a revolver. My sex is a revolver.
You all that I have. You do you all that I have. My love's a revolver. My sex is a revolver. Do you all that I have. You do you all that I have. I should've bang bang. I should've bang bang. I lined them up there once before. I should've bang bang. I lined them up there once before. Like a bitch out of water, like a bat out of hell, like a fish out of water, I'm scared. Can't you tell, bang bang, bang bang. I thought you were good, but you painted me bad. Compared to the others, you're the best thing I had. Bang bang, shut you down. Bang bang, shut you down. And I loved you the most, but I was just keeping my enemies close. Made a decision I would never look back. So how did you end up with all of my jack? Bang bang, shot you dead. Bang bang, shot you dead. Fish out of water, bat out of hell. Fish out of water, I'm scared, can't you tell? Bang bang, shut you dead. Bang bang, shut you dead. Bang bang, shut you dead. Shut my lover in the head. Bang bang, shut you dead. And I have no regrets. Bang bang, shut you dead in the head. Bang bang, shut you dead. Shut my lover in the head. It couldn't get worse. You were building my coffin, you were driving my hearse. Bang bang, shut you dead. Bang bang in the head. I thought it was you and I loved you the most, but I was just keeping my enemies close. I made a decision I would never look back. So how did you end up with all of my jack? Bang bang, shot you dead in the head. Bang bang, shot you dead. Shot my lover in the head. Bang bang, shot you dead. And I have no regret. Bang bang, shot you dead in the head. Bang bang, shot you dead. Shot my lover in the head.
here, and I got a lot of friends here. I see this bitch in hell. I'm gonna shoot it in the head again. 'Cause I wanna see him die over and 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 over. Die, bitch! I said die, bitch! And when I had it, die, bitch! Yeah, that's right! That's right, drive, bitch! Motherfucker, drive, bitch! I'll shoot you! I said drive, bitch! And when I had it, die, bitch! That's right, drive! Now if you're gonna act like a bitch, then you're gonna die like a bitch! the telephone. The lights are on, but there's no one home. Tick, tick, tock, it's a
I miss your brain, the way you think, but I don't miss the way you used to drink. Universal love, seeing through my flaws. Your pictures on my wall, but I'm still waiting for your call. And every man that walks through that door will be commanding you, commanding you, commanding you, commanding you. You know I'm feeling you know I'm feeling I miss the countryside where we used to lay. The smell of roses on a lovely September day. Maybe I challenge you a little bit too much. Challenge. We could have had two drivers on the clutch. Your pictures on my wall, but I'm still waiting for your call. And every man that walks through that door will be commanding you, commanding you, commanding you, commanding you. You know I'm feeling you know I'm feeling feel like I lost my very best friend. You know I'm feeling
Coming holiday.
Sometimes I think what I need is a unit.
means smashing apples, but really, it's a song about smashing prejudices, smashing hatred, smashing judgment, smashing any kind of separation. That is our battle cry, and that is what we've been singing around the world. There's too much separation in this world right now. Now, the elections just happened, and whether you're happy about who's in the White House or not, you need to appreciate one very important thing, and that is that we have the freedom to choose who our leaders are. America is and was founded on the premise of democracy, which is freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of choice. So please, people, do not take these things for granted, because I have been around the world and we have been to countries where people are put in jail for speaking their mind, like Pussy Riot, okay? We have Pussy Riot in jail for criticizing the president. We have gay men in Russia imprisoned for being gay. We have Malala Yousafzai, who was killed, shot in the head by a member of the Taliban for writing a blog about the importance of girls getting an education. Thank God she's doing well. And thank you to Malala and many other freedom fighters around the world who are willing to die for something that we take for granted. Now, we also have to call attention to the fact that New York has been devastated by a hurricane. And I think people really underestimate the damage that has been done. The homes, the jobs, the livelihoods that have been lost. In Rockaway Beach, in Brooklyn, in Staten Island, in New Jersey, in Long Beach, all over in Lower Manhattan. And there are many wonderful people, some of them here tonight, who have started amazing initiatives and foundations and help for people who have nowhere to live, who have no food, who have nowhere to sleep. So thank you to all these people. A big round of applause to all these people. Come on, New York, get off your fucking ass. A big round of applause. Down to Rockaway Beach yesterday with my children, and we saw what was going on down there. We saw the destruction, and it was really sad. But we also saw amazing acts of humanity. People sharing with other people, people working hard, cleaning out houses, handing out food, blankets, giving love and a hug. I saw people whose eyes were pinned open. They looked like they hadn't slept for 2 weeks. They couldn't stop. They couldn't be more helpful, okay? And I want to give a big thanks to those people too. We owe them a lot. New York owes them a lot. And thank you to Governor Cuomo, the Governor of New Jersey. There's a lot of people who have shown an enormous amount of care, compassion, and humanity in this time of great need. But I want to say just one more thing. Why do we always have to wait till a catastrophe happens to show this kind of love and compassion and humanity? Why?
I love you.
Why can't it just be an everyday thing? Like Obama said, Why can't we just love one another regardless of what our beliefs are, what color our skin is, what our sexual preference is? Can we just start treating each other like human beings every day? Not just after a hurricane or after the Twin Towers go down. Can we just be human beings all the fucking time to each other? That would be a fuck yeah. And let me tell you something. If we start treating each other like human beings every day, that is the beginning of peace around the world. So that is what you can do, okay? Now let me sing a song about love. Okay? I wrote this song for a movie I directed. It's called Masterpiece. Each inside every one of us is a masterpiece. Everyone would come to see Nothing's indestructible.
Justify my love.
Justify my love. For you to justify my love.
Justify my love.
Justify my love.
I'm not afraid of who you are. We can fly. Come on, baby.
My love, my love, my love.
You can fuck with me. Pleasures, dreams, naked,
Fears.
you put this in me.
My love, my love, my love.
So now what? So now what?
My love. Justify my love, my love.
To justify my love.
For you to justify my love.
Praying.
For you to justify my love.
Kiss me. That's right. Kiss me.
To justify my love. Wanting,
Needing.
needing,
Waiting.
waiting. For you to justify my love.
Ready.
For you to justify my love.
Justify my love.
To justify my love. My love.
Justify.
My love.
To justify.
To justify my love.
Love me.
My love.
That's right.
My love.
Love me.
just stand there. Don't just stand there. Don't just stand there. Ladies, ladies, let's get to it. Strike the pose, there's nothing to it.
Look around, everywhere you turn and study. It's everywhere that you go. Look around. You would try everything you can to escape the pain of life that you know. Life that you know. All else fails and you long to be something better than you are today. I know a place where you can get away. It's called the dance floor, and here's what it's for. So come on, go. Let your body move to the music. Move to the music. Come on, go. Let your body go with the flow. You know it. All you need is your own imagination. So use it, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. Go inside for your finest inspiration. Your dreams will open the door. Open up the door. It makes no difference if you're black or white. If you're a boy or a girl. If the music's pumping, it will give you new life. You're a superstar. Yes, that's what you are. You know it. Come on, oh. Let your body move to the music. Move to the music. Come on, oh. Let your body go with the flow. You know it.
Bennett Garbo and Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy D, on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Hollow G, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, dance on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good face. Lauren Catherine, Manitou, Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas that were in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike the pose, there's nothing to it. Strike the pose, there's nothing to it.
Maybe you like and I'll have it for you. Come on into my store, I got candy galore. Don't pretend you're not hungry, I've seen it before. I got Turkish delight, baby, and so much more. Get up out of your seats, come on up to the dance floor. I got something so sweet. Come on up to the front door, I need plenty of heat. So much special affection, just start moving your feet. Shop, everything that I got. You're one stop, candy store, lollipop, have some more, ooh la la. All the suckers are not reselling the store. Chocolate kids so good, you'll be begging for more. Don't pretend you're not hungry, there's plenty to eat. Come on into my store, that's my sugar is sweet. Get up out of your seats, come on up to the dance floor. I got something so sweet. sticky and sweet.
My sugar is raw.
Sticky and sweet.
My sugar is raw.
Stay sticky and sweet.
My sugar is raw.
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 Sticky and sweet.
Put your hands all over my body. Put your hands all over my body. Erotic, erotic. Put your hands all over my body. Erotic, 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 erotic. Put your hands all over my body. Erotic.
You're one time in the shop, in the room, everything that I got. You're one star in the store, lollipop, have some more.
All right, show me what you got, boy.
It's the M-A-D-O-N-N-A. Ha, ha. It's the M-A-D-O-N-N-A. Ha, ha. It's the M-A-D-O-N-N-A. Ha, ha.
Express yourself, don't repress yourself. 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 Express yourself, don't repress yourself.
And I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
It's human nature.
It's human nature.
And I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
But your bitch, you'll hang your shit on me. Wouldn't let me say the words I loved you say. You didn't want to say that through my eyes.
Express yourself, don't repress yourself.
You tried to shove me back inside your narrow room. Silence me with bitterness and lies.
Express yourself, don't repress yourself.
Did I say something wrong? Oops, I didn't know I couldn't talk about sex.
I must have been crazy.
Did I stay too long? Oops, I didn't know I could speak my mind.
What was I thinking?
And I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
It's human nature.
It's human nature.
And I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Your bitch, don't hang your shit on me.
It's human nature.
You punish me for telling you my fantasy. I'm breaking all the rules I didn't make.
Express yourself, don't repress yourself.
You took my words and made a trap for silly fools. You held me down and tried to make me break.
Express yourself, don't repress yourself.
Did I say something true? Oops, I didn't know I couldn't talk about sex.
I must have been crazy.
Did I have a point of view? Oops, I didn't know I couldn't talk about you.
What was I thinking? Express yourself, don't repress yourself. 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 Express yourself, don't repress yourself.
nature.
It's human
Just like you.
nature.
And I'm the sorry. Your bitch behavior chivalry. Now what happens when a girl takes her pants off? What happens, people? You throw some money at her. That's right. Sometimes I have a little bit of a problem taking my pants off. This money is not for me. We are collecting money for victims of Hurricane Sandy. So please feel free to be generous while I freeze my ass off up here for you. You think my naked ass is obscene? I'll tell you what's obscene. Man's lack of humanity towards one another. That is obscene. Okay? So get over my naked ass. And give me your money. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. I was beat, incomplete. I've been had, I was sad and blue, but you made me feel. Yeah, you made me feel shiny and new.
Oh yeah! Woo! Woo!
Touched for the very first time, like a virgin. When your heart beats next to
I fucking love it. I've never seen her perform that. She didn't do it last turn. Did she do it for you?
If you're gonna look up the crack of my ass, you better give me some cash.
Yeah!
Oh, my love boy, my fear is fading fast. Been saving it all for you, only love can last. You're so fine, and your mind make me strong. Your love falls out.
or at a stranger. Give me a social disease. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Don't want your social disease. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Knows me. Nobody 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 knows me. Like you know me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Like you know me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Like you know me. Like you know me.
I'm addicted to your love.
before. You look familiar. You wanna dance?